My name is Tamara. I'm Panamanian, and I am the lawyer in the independent lawyer.
I'm Ryan Bullock. I'm from the United States, and I am Tamara's business partner. I'm also Tamara's husband.
After a lot of years working in a commercial environment, you start losing sense of who is your client and why you're contacting him or why they are contacting you, because you have so many clients, you have so many things to do that you don't have a real approach with the clients. I really enjoy being in contact with the clients, and they know who I am, and I know what they need and helping them directly. The motivation to start independent lawyer is have more flexibility on the time, have better quality time also, personal and in the business.
A lot of what our clients are looking for, the reason they're coming to Panama is they're chasing this sort of ideal lifestyle. And that's the same thing that Tamara managed to set up for herself over 10 years building this business. I got to slide into this entrepreneurial endeavor or venture that already had a pretty solid foundation. They had a client base, it had a menu of services, it had some cash flow from day one. So we didn't have to go through, whenever I joined, we didn't have to go through that scary period where you're losing money month after month and wondering, can this possibly work? It kind of worked from day one.
I feel super lucky because I've been doing this for 12 years, but in the first years, Ryan had a job. So if I had, 4 clients per month, it wasn't like a situation that I was scared because we were fine. And we've been together for 18,
long time.
16 years. So it's been good. I like everything about working with Ryan. I always said that Ryan is actually our team. My team, it's like an extension of me. They are super reliable, super trustful. I don't have to follow up. I know he will accomplish. I'm super happy.
Tamara's 100% the real deal. Crazy work ethic. I don't even know where it comes from. It certainly wasn't a criteria or a major criteria that I was looking for when we were dating. Never had any idea we'd be working together. So somehow I just hit this home run with the partnership. She's also just relentlessly resourceful. She's just a doer. Can't help but just act. And I think that's just probably the main valuable character trait for a founder.
In general, having a partner or hiring somebody that don't have your work ethic, that doesn't have the same goals than you, could be dangerous. But if you choose your partner well, it shouldn't be a problem. For us, it's been very good. Our core team, I feel like an extension of me. They are the best. This is a business that works a lot word of mouth. So we have a growing niche of Canadians, US citizens. We also have a lot of Israelis and from South Africa. It's true that a lot of the visas in Panama require a real estate investment, but we have a lot of options. So we usually divide the visas applications in residencies that require an investment in real estate and other ones that no.
Panama has a huge expat community and always has. So there are lots of ways to get residency in Panama. Some of the most popular visas that we process for our clients don't require any investment at all. People can qualify for residency based on their circumstances. So one of the most popular ones is the retirement and pensioner visa. It's often referred to as the pensionado visa. That one, someone can qualify based on their Social Security or a retirement or pension or Veterans Affairs benefits, even an annuity with an insurance company. Anyone with an Italian citizenship can get permanent residency here. And then you have a whole other group of visas that do require some type and level of investment. The most popular ones that our clients look for offer a path to permanent residency, and that starts at around $200,000 and goes up.
One of the most popular visas that we have is the Free Nations visa that includes about 56 countries, Canada, the US, a bunch of European countries, some Latin American countries like Mexico and Argentina and Peru. This visa is pretty easy to accomplish. The threshold of the real estate investment or a fixed deposit is 200,000, or the other way is with a work contract in a Panamanian company. So it's very popular and a lot of our clients go for it because it's pretty simple.
There has been a little bit of a shift in the demographic of the clients that are coming to us. A year or two ago, it was a lot more sort of retirees were coming to Panama for the pensionado visa primarily. Now there's been a shift more towards sort of younger families, working age folks, and people that are looking to incorporate their business and their career into Panama, or even they want to get their residency now to be able to maybe relocate to Panama in a few years. The trend worldwide is that residencies are becoming more challenging, more expensive around the world, and people want to take advantage of existing legislation to go ahead and get their foot in the door now.
One of the advantages of using the independent lawyer for the real estate transaction is that our background is as developers. My first jobs were as a paralegal and as a lawyer with the developers. So we understand the commercial side of the contracts. I have to say that we are very good in contracts.
Tamara has been working, representing buyers and sellers for like more than a decade, just herself. She actually is also a licensed broker. As a matter of fact, she used to manage the government office that issued the real estate brokerage license in Panama. So there's just an enormous amount of transactional experience there. And my previous career for more than a decade was in Panama real estate, specifically on the development side. I've been a part of quite a few fairly complex acquisition transactions and partnerships. So I think we bring a lot to the table that a lot of our competitors don't necessarily bring in terms of just commercial mindedness.
Something that I really like about the independent lawyer, and I think is clearly differentiates us for other firms, is that we are very boutique. We're a small team. We contact the clients directly. I know all my clients and we have personal relationships with them. They can be sure that we are going to answer their emails and we are going to give them the answer that they are looking for.
Our menu of services is relatively short. For one thing, we're not waking up every morning and trying to do 100 different things. We're waking up every day and trying to do just a few things really, really well. We're also purposefully small, like Tamara said. I think there's a lot of value in that because one thing you don't want in someone representing you in Panama is to be passed from one person to another every time that you call them with a new project. Number two, you don't want a lot of turnover in the core team because in your core team with any business, there's just a tremendous amount of knowledge and it's sort of compounding over time. Our core team is us. My sister-in-law is one of our paralegals, and it means that there's a lot of overlap between our sort of professional lives and our personal lives. We're not a group that goes home, turns off the computers, comes back Monday and have to figure out, remember where we left everything last week. We sort of don't stop. For one, having a business together, a startup business, it's almost like having another child. You both have a tremendous amount of vested interest in making it work, in nurturing it together. And like having a kid, it sort of brings you past the question of what each other's real motives are. You're sort of instantly aligned, you're in this together. There's something to be said for choosing, identifying the people that you love and just doing life with them. And that's, I think, what we're doing. I mean, I love Tamara, she's my person, she's my partner, and we're doing it together. We're doing everything together. And so far, it's working pretty well.